Hey, what's up, folks? How's it going? This is Abhijit here, and welcome to DevOps Challenge Hub. So let's start with today's interview question. Let me share my screen. So today's interview question is: how would you debug RDS connectivity issue or performance bottleneck? So you are facing some connectivity issue when you are trying to connect from your application to the AWS RDS database. You are seeing some connectivity issue. Maybe connection is failing, or query is very slow. So how you are as a DevOps engineer will debug the issue. And stay till the end. We will have quiz at the end. You can validate your concept. We will discuss the answer and then you can participate in the quiz. Okay. So when there is an issue, we'll start with the basics. First, we'll see whether we are able to connect to the RTS database or not. If it is a connection issue from EC2 or Western host, we'll try to connect to the DB using endpoint and port number. So for example, telnet, DB endpoint and 3306. So if it fails, then we'll look at security groups, VPC routes, and subnet settings to make sure that traffic is allowed. Traffic is allowed to enter to AWS RDS. And sometimes it may be just a DNS issue or app using old cached DNS entry. So restarting that app may fix that sometimes. And if we are using IAM authentication to connect to database, yeah, we use username password to connect to database, but username password can get leaked. So AWS also allows you to connect using IAM authentication. So it will be temporary token. So that token may get expired. So that could be also an issue. So I will check whether that token has got expired or not. And once I confirm that I'm able to connect, I will move, check the performance. Is there any performance issue? Then we'll check the CloudWatch metrics. Mainly we'll look at CPU usage, storage space, how much storage space is left, number of connections, and IOPS. And then in the performance insight, we'll open the performance insight and see how is the SQL query, like if some SQL queries are very slow or not. If I see that SQL query is slow, then I will run explain on the query to see if it is missing an index or doing a full table scan. And sometimes issue is not only a query, but it may be with too many open connections. So I will also check with the connection pool on the application side. So that means there may be too many applications are trying to connect. And so if it is a short-term emergency, I will just quickly take action, killing a runaway query, scale the DB instance to a larger size, and increase the apps. So after stabilizing that, I will focus on the long-term fixes, like optimizing queries, adding the right indexes, and using caching, like Redis, and setting up proper connection pooling. Then I will also try to tune DB parameters like buffer size, maximum connections, keep monitoring through CloudWatch and performance insights. So in short, I will start with the connectivity. Then we'll look at the metrics logs to find bottlenecks, CPU, IO, logs, or queries. And then I will apply quick fixes to stabilize and they optimize for long-term performances. Let's go to the quiz. Quiz also will discuss a lot of related concepts. So stay till the end, participate in the quiz, pause the video and try to participate in the quiz. So what is the first thing you should check when an application cannot connect to RDS? First thing you will check whether security group that port is open or not, right? Security groups, NACL and ports. You check that first thing, that is the B. Connectivity failure, usually network or security issue. Verify security group rules and network access control list and the DB port before anything else. Next one is which CloudWatch metric tells you the remaining disk capacity of your RDS instance. That is a free storage. Answer is C. Which simple command from a Bastion host tests basic network reachability to a MySQL RDS endpoint? That is telnet, your DB endpoint 336 if it is a MySQL database. What does a replica lag metric indicate? Replica lag replica is falling behind the write. So read may be stale. So it's a read replica in second shows replica lag in second shows the replication delay. High value means stale read replica. It may have old data. If CPU utilization is low, queries are slow, what is the most likely bottleneck? So CPU utilization is not 90%, it is just 10%, but queries are very slow. Why? What could be the most likely bottleneck? So answer will be IOPS disk latency or connection saturation. So what is IOPS disk latency? IOPS means input output. So reading and writing on the disk. So when you run a query, it has to read data from the disk storage and write into it. And if disk is slow or a DB is maybe we are not using high performance disk, or the DB is doing too many read and writes at once. Like there are thousands of read and writes happening at once. So query will start waiting. This is called IO bottleneck. The storage is not able to keep it up. And database lock. What is the lock contention? Means multiple people trying to write maybe same order column, updating a row in the order table. B tries to update the same row at the same time. So A and B both are trying to do the same thing. So B must wait until query A finish. So if this happens too often, waiting for the lock, this is called lock contention. Because you cannot update the same data, like 10 guys cannot come and update the same thing. One has to wait, right? But everyone has to wait until one finish. So that is called a lock contention. So because of all this also, your SQL query may be slow. It need not be only CPU utilization. So answer will be B. IOPS disk latency or connection saturation. Next question, which RDS feature gives query level visibility to identify slow queries? Which RDS features gives query level visibility to identify slow queries? That is performance insight. Right? Performance insight shows top SQL load, wait events, helps find problematic queries. So that's it for today. Hope you like this video. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow LinkedIn page. I post quiz content daily. You can participate in that. And join my WhatsApp community. I post daily job updates, also career tips, interview tips. Thank you for watching this video. See you again in the next video.